What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix new movie, Beauty. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Okay, let me be clear. I genuinely believe that there needs to be more and more LGBTQ representation in movies. And so that will always be a good thing. That said, what Lena Waithe has crafted here with Beauty is way too melancholic and on the nose. I just don't see how this format can make a big impact when the visuals and the storytelling are rigid and mind-numbing. While some of the performances are strong, especially Giancarlo Esposito and Niecy Nash, but they eventually disappear into the background as the film falls deeper and deeper into a dreamlike state. Theme-wise, I get what Lena's trying to convey with Beauty's identity struggle and the pressure of success in the 80s music industry, but by the end of it, the film gets too lost in its own pretentiousness. Written by Lena Waithe and directed by Andrew Dosunmu, in Beauty, a gifted young black woman struggles to maintain her voice and identity after she's offered a lucrative recording contract, setting off a fierce battle between her family, the label, and her closest friend to determine who will guide her as she makes the journey to become a star. Starring Niecy Nash, Giancarlo Esposito, Sharon Stone, and Gracie Marie Bradley. The other problem with Beauty is that you pretty much get the gist of it within the film's first 40 minutes. The resentment of a mother whose career never took off, the ruthlessness of a father who wants to benefit from his daughter's talent, and the LGBT entanglement in an era when such romance was considered a barrier. The rest of the movie is just a string of confrontational dialogues and breaks in between, showing you old-timey music videos of past artists such as Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, you name it. I mean, it's clear that this film desperately wants to emulate Barry Jenkins' slow burn, soulful style, and to a certain extent, it does exactly that. The cinematography is exquisite, the hair and costume designs are authentic, and the film gives off that intimate vibe. It's also not afraid to play with silhouettes. But again, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, we get all of that in the first half of the film, which leaves the rest of it coming across as redundant and barren, as if they're just running out the clock. On top of which, not once does the film ever convince us of the singing vocal prowess that Beauty and her mother supposedly have. I'm not sure why it goes in the direction of just hinting it, but it all just seems like a missed opportunity. Look, this whole thing kind of reminds me of when Lena Waithe structurally revamped Master of None Season 3 into something that the fans of that show did not recognize because it took a completely different tone. But I would argue that that and Beauty are what Lena has always had in mind when it comes to artsy, artful, black queer representation, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's only gonna resonate with just a handful of audiences.